Hi, Rob Lukey. I'm going to talk about sliced prop and what that looks like for investors. So it's fractional buying and selling, both in the foreclosure market and also in the regular market. It's typically going to be a passive approach. In other words, we're running the investment, so we're going to make the purchases and we're going to go ahead and manage the. If right now we're mainly focused on fix and flips, we're going to be doing fix and flips and rents in the future, but right now it's fix and flips. So what our primary goal is to go ahead and either buy properties, vacant properties out of foreclosure, or other properties that are on the market that we think are good value. So let's talk about what the access looks like and how you could become a member of Slice Prop and actually start working and potentially getting some profit. So how that works is, number one is you can become a LLC member of Slice Prop. The only way you can buy at auction, unless you're going to be at the auction with us, is you actually have to become a member of the LLC. So you'd have to actually become a member of that LLC that's purchasing that property. That's number one. And the reason being is because when we go to a foreclosure auction, there's a trustee there, an auctioneer, and we buy the property right then and there. And so you actually own the property that day. So that's number one. And typically, again, I'm going to show you how our fractional investing works so that you're able to get a fraction of that property. The other option is to become inside of this LLC. You can either be passive, meaning you're basically going to let Slice Prop make the purchases and decide on where you're going to buy it, how much you're going to purchase, and so forth. And I'll show you what that passive order looks like. You can have a self-directed order where you pick the property, pick the exposure that you want. That's number two. The other thing that you can do is collaborative investing. Let's say you're somebody that has a group of people and you're thinking you're thinking that might want to get together and buy a piece of property. That's a possibility too, and Slice Prop might be open to be a partner with you as well. So you can do a collaborative investing where you become a partner, where you're not a member of the LLC, but we're making a purchase on the open market, so you can become a partner with us, and there could be 5, 10 partners, however many it is in that partnership. Expertise, background about me. I've bought and flipped close to 100 properties, so I have some experience to help you through the process. If you take a look at our capital group, this was my past performance and the properties that I bought and sold back when I had our capital group, which was a precursor to Slice Prop. So let's talk about how you can actually make an order in Slice Prop. So you'll log in, you'll have to obviously sign up, get a login, and then what you'll have here is you'll have your open orders, and you'll also have something that is called passive orders. So I'll show you what that looks like as far as a passive order goes. So let's say, remember I talked to you about placing a passive order. So let's say I wanted to invest $50,000 and I'm going to be passive about it. I'm going to say, invest it the way at Slice Prop's discretion and at whatever county Slice Prop is buying in. Now, how we work is we work on a first in, first filled basis. That means that the offers that come in first, they get filled first. And the offers that come in underneath that, and so on and so on. So I can say choose the exposure at Slice Prop's discretion. That means that I'm open to putting the whole $50,000 in one property. If I want to change that, and let's say I want to split that up, and let's say I only want 50% in each property, I want to make sure that I buy 2 of them. So I could say I want 2 properties because I only want to put $25,000 in each property. I can do that, begin placing an order, and that goes here. So you'll see that here. This is a self-directed order. So what that looks like is it looks something a little bit different. This is where I've actually looked at this property. I like it. I want to buy the property. So I make a order, and I can do it a couple different ways. So let me show you what that looks like. So if I find a property, and I'm going to go to my watch list here. And let's say I click on Sturgis and I say, oh, I like this property. It looks like it's valued at about $360. Opening bid's $299. It looks like there's a little bit of profit in here per our research. looks like there's $31,000 of profit. Now that's 10%. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. So I can either make my offer either public or private. Let's say I choose to make it public, and I can say, let's say I want to buy the whole thing. I certainly can choose to buy the whole thing if I wanted to, and I can increase my bids by 1,000. So you can do that. You can start off at the opening bid, increase your bids by $1,000 all the way up to your max bid, let's say, right? You could do that. The other thing that you can do is that you can do what we call the max match bid. That means that I don't want to buy the whole property. I want to buy a portion of it. And again, this is where my exposure comes in. And I say, I want to put 50% into this property. That's the most I want to own of the property. And you can put your bid, or you can again say at slice prop bid, match our bid. Whatever we buy it at, you're open to buying it at the same. Or you can put your own bid in as well. So you can do that, or match slice prop bid. That means that whatever we purchase it at, you're okay with doing that. You're going to go ahead and click, you agree to the selling terms. You're going to submit your offer. It's going to come back. It's going to confirm this is what you want to do. And you're going to go ahead and confirm it. Then what you'll see is that these are the offers that are in. On our side, we see these orders in current open orders. We see these orders in as they come in, and we'll fill them accordingly. That's how it works on our side. So we'll see these offers. We'll see who's bidding on it, and we'll see if we have somebody, or if we want to match it up, and if we can purchase that property. That's how it works. I hope that makes some sense. As far as the capital flow, if you're signing up as a partner with LLC in our LLC, you'll deposit money into a Wells Fargo sub account. You'll have a username and password to that Wells Fargo sub account so you can see the money there. And the nice thing about it is, as soon as we make a buy, you'll be able to see that, hey, Slice Prop LLC owns that particular property. If you're partnering with us, obviously the same thing. You don't need to deposit the money with the LLC. You'll go ahead and simply partner with us on the next purchase, and that's available for you too. So either way, the only difference is that unless if you're trying to buy at the foreclosure auction, you won't be able to do that without being a member of the LLC or accompanying us to the auction. And remember, with auction properties, they're often postponed and so forth. So it can take several auctions before we actually make a purchase. I hope that helps.